If you want a new, better paying job, if you want to be respected by employers and get more, then you need to understand to stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like a business of one. James gets it. Folks, you are a service provider selling your services. You want to constantly upgrade to customers that appreciate you and value what you're serving. So, first, you've got to learn how to market yourself that way so they see you as the premium provider. But once you do that, you have to deliver in that relationship so that they never want to lose you. This is a mental shift that most people don't understand. And let me explain it to you. We were never taught in school how to look for work. And so we have defaulted over many years to this commodity driven way of looking for work. You get on a job board, you look for jobs that are posted, you apply, you compete against hundreds, now thousands of people in this current market. And so what happens? You all look the same. You all look like a bunch of apples to the employer, and they're just picking the least expensive one that'll give them the most value. That's commodity based, all right? If you want to be values based, if you want them to want you and give you what you want in return, you need a totally different strategy. You don't want to compete with the masses. You need to stand out. You need to brand yourself differently. You need to approach them differently. And when you do that, you will win, especially in the job interview. Believe it or not, the way you choose to answer those questions will say a lot about you, how you perceive yourself, and the value that you're going to provide. I talk endlessly here about your UVA, your unique value add. You have to convince them of the outcomes, the benefits of working with you. You need to show them in that interview why you are the must have candidate, not the nice to have candidate. Nice to have candidates look like just like everybody else. And that's what happens. People go into these interviews and they think they're saying the right things, but all you're doing is being another apple on the plate. You need to stand out. You need to be the must have candidate. And that requires a little bit more thought and seriously some education. You've got to close your gaps in knowledge. What I tell my clients at Work It Daily is that we all pay an ignorance tax. When we're not getting the results we're looking for, it means we are unaware of the things we need to be doing to get those results. The good news is everyone can pay down the tax, and it's done through learning. It's absorbing new information, applying new techniques, and getting the results you want and deserve. And it's not rocket science and it's not brain surgery, but it is a little work. You got to put yourself in a little temporary discomfort, right? I call it temporary productive discomfort, meaning you're going to get a better outcome versus what everybody else is doing right now, which is not learning new job search techniques. And that's called, unproductive discomfort. You're just sitting there doing the same thing over and over again and getting, thinking you're going to get a different result, which by the way is the definition of insanity. So thank you, James, for making this comment. Everyone here needs to start thinking like a business of one, a service provider, and needs to start to learn the techniques to be the must have candidate by showcasing your UVA, your unique value add. If that made sense to you, will you like this? Will you ask your questions down below? And if I've earned a follow, I would absolutely love it. By the way, I'm JT. I've been teaching people job search for 20 years now, getting them new, better paying jobs after having been in the staffing recruiting industry. So my job is to give you the insider's playbook so that you can win. Okay. Good luck, my friends. Go get them.